The Durban Magistrate's Court is expected to hand down its ruling today in the bail application of Fees Must Fall activist Bonginkosi Khanyile, who's facing 5 charges in connection with violence and looting in KwaZulu-Natal in July. The charges against Khanyile include incitement to commit violence and breaking lockdown regulations with regards to gatherings. The court was shown a video in which Khanyile spoke to a group of people in Durban, telling them to continue looting and committing arson until former President Jacob Zuma was freed. Khanyile's legal team has denied the charges. He was placed under house arrest in 2019 after he pleaded guilty to charges relating to violent Fees Must Fall protests at the Durban University of Technology in 2016. Let's now go through to our colleague Jayed Paulse, live from the court for an update. Jayed, a very good morning to you. Give us a sense of occasion where you are.
Well, a very good morning to you, Desiree, and to the viewers back at home. And I think for many that have been following this case, today is D-Day. Will Bonginkosi Khanyile get his bail today in the Durban Magistrate's Court? And, if we've been, following this case, like you said, Desiree, he's been in and out of the Durban Magistrate's Court for several offences. The last time he was here, it was due to the Fees Must Fall protest that rocked the country. This time, a bit different. He is, like you said, he is accused of inciting violence during the unrest in KwaZulu-Natal. But I think what is going to be interesting to see is, will he receive bail? In the last court appearance, we did see the state pinning most of the evidence on video recordings that were taken on Twitter, on Facebook, and also video recordings of him addressing large crowds at a taxi. So this is what the state is saying, that they've got all this evidence pinning Bonginkosi Khanyile, inciting violence, telling people to go out and loot, telling people to take to the streets and to burn, the state buildings. And they have all this evidence. But the defense is saying that this cannot and should not be used in order to keep him behind bars, that he is not a flight risk, that he has children that are dependent on him, and that he needs to see to them. So the defense's arguments are saying that, he needs to be freed for his children. His family is situated in Durban. He is not a flight risk. He will adhere to all the bail app conditions. But the state does not believe that to be the case. They are saying that Bonginkosi Khanyile has, people from all over the country who are backing him, who are supporting him, and that he probably will flee once he is given bail. But today it's going to be an interesting day. Court has not yet started. We are expecting it to start shortly, and we will hear his fate today in the Durban Magistrate's Court. Desiree, I haven't seen any of his supporters, and I don't know if that's because it's raining very heavily in Durban today, but his lawyer has arrived. But family members, very few. Last time we were in court, we did see his mother also coming through with family, a lot of family members to throw their support behind him and are calling for him to receive bail. But today is going to be a very interesting day, and I think that for all of those who have been following the unrest and been seeing many of the alleged instigators being arrested, to see him get bail today is going to be an interesting one, Desiree.
Jayed, thank you so much for setting the scene for us. Of course, we will be coming back to you when proceedings begin. Jayed Paulse there for us from the courts.